Hello guys, this is Johnny Talk. Today, we'll be talking about the best 74 players in the history of NBA. It's the off-season, so let's talk about something interesting. Now it's the time to celebrate the 74th year of NBA, so ESPN chose the best 74 players in the history of NBA. So let's take a look at this list. Here, we gotta say everyone has to chill a bit, cause maybe the players on this list may not be the same in your mind. In this episode, we are not gonna talk about lots of data things, we'll be focusing more on the latter-day NBA players. Cause, for me, I started to watch NBA in the late 80s, so we'll be focusing more on the latter-day players. I will put some links in the bio below, you guys can check it out. If you want to know more about a player's career or their career achievement, you can go to ESPN's website to check it out. So here we go, let's see who's on the list. The 73th on the list is the king of blocked, Dikembe Mutombo. The 72th is the killer in the league, Damian Lillard. In my opinion, I think this is a great affirmation for Lillard. And the 70th is Tony Parker, one of the GDP and San Antonio Spurs. Now we have the 68th and 67th players, are two great scorers, one is Pete Maravich, and the other one is Alex English. These two players, they both have the average of more than 20 points per game in their career. Then, it's our Pau Gasol, who is the 65th on the list. And what's more interesting is that, now Los Angeles Lakers is considering about whether should they retire the number of Pau Gasol, and there's news says it might be true. The star in the 90s, Alonzo Mourning is the 63th. Then, the rebounding leader, Dennis Rodman is the 62th on that list. But to be honest, I was quite surprised when I saw that he's the 62th, cause he was really good at defending and rebounding. And the other one of the GDP, Manu Ginobili, he's single quotee the 58th. Actually, the three players of GDP are all on the list, and we already knew the other two. So we can be sure that TD is definitely on the list, and he will be very ahead. Then it is the hang glider of Western Conference, Clyde Drexler, he's the 57th. Ray Allen the 56th. These two are parts of the Hall of Fame. Here, we see that Vince Carter is the 55th, which means he has a big chance to get into the Hall of Fame too, despite the fact that he never had the chance to win a champion. Then it's the truth of Boston Celtics, Paul Pierce, he's the 54th. Gary Payton is the 53th. Now, let's take a look at Vince Carter from this point of view. Personally, I don't think it is not a difficult thing for him to get into the Hall of Fame. Cause we all know about how good was his slam dunk. Tracy McGrady is the 52th. To be honest, if he hadn't gotten the injury, he would have been more ahead on this list, cause his career data would have been much better. And our Reggie Miller is the 49th, for me, I'm not really happy about this, but still okay. Cause we know that he didn't have any champion in his career. But he can be the 50th on the list. From this, I'm sure everyone can understand how great he was. George Gervin is the 47th, Dominique Wilkins is the 46th. His skill of slam dunk was so amazing. These two deserve this result, cause they are both great players. Anthony Davis of Los Angeles Lakers is the 45th. I would say it's a bit too good for him. We all know that his abilities to defense and offense were really good. But Russell Westbrook and Houston Rockets, he had the triple-double record for 3 years in a row, and he's only the 42 on the list. I think we need some respect here, and Chris Paul is the 40th. I do think it's a little bit too behind for him. He do have the highest offensive rating in the history of NBA. The only thing which can explain this, is probably because he never had the champion in his career time, and also in the later period of his career, he got seriously injured. Then, one of the greatest big men in the 90s, Patrick Ewing, he's the 37th. The three left are all ahead of him on this list. Triple-double maker, Jason Kidd the 35th. James Harden is the 32th. According to Harden's recent performance, it is truth that he deserved this rate. The smiling assassin which are always on the screen recently, Isaiah Thomas. What I wanna say is that, if you don't like this player because of his attitude, then you should see the way he was on the court, which was so skillful. If they're having Magic Johnson, then it would have been Isaiah Thomas when we talk about the best point guard. The son of the wind, Steve Nash is the 30th. Then it's Allen Iverson, the 29th. But honestly, From what Allen Iverson have done for the NBA, it's a little bit too behind for him. But what can we say? There are too many great players in NBA. It's time for our assistant steal leader, John Stockton. He's the 28th. And then it's what we called Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's the 27th. Greek Freak already got selected into the MVP, now his goal is to win a champion in his life. The 26th is a player who was on the topic a while ago, he's Dwayne Wade. He is definitely one of the most important players in the history of Miami Heat. There's no doubt about that, but what I think is that 26th is a bit too ahead for him. The 25th is Kawhi Leonard, who just got Toronto Raptors a champion last year. Just see his performance last year, he deserves this. And don't forget, he once was the best defensive player of all league. The 24th is the Admiral, David Robinson. Charles Barkley, the man who claimed that he's the best basketball player on earth, is the 23th. Even though he had never gotten the chance to win a champion in his career, but he still got a lot of MVP and honors. So 23th, there's no doubt about that. And the Pip Robin, Scottie Pippen is the 21st. Michael Jordan once said, if there wasn't Scottie Pippen, he could never got the chance to win 6 champions. And it's true, it's really hard to be the second leader in a team, especially the attention to the first leader from everywhere. A lot of players can't handle this kind of pressure, it's so hard to see all the attention goes to another player. But for this, Scottie Pippen has done a great job. The 20th is Kevin Garnett, he's one of my favorite power forwards. It's such an affirmation for him to get into the top 20. Dirk Nowitzki is the 19th, his special pose while he's shooting the ball was one of the classics. Another classic is the 17th, Karl Malone. To be honest, I'm sure he could be much ahead than this if he had gotten the champion in his career. The 16th is Logo Man Jerry West. The 15th, Drive. J. Julius Erving. For their contribute in NBA, there's no doubt about this result. The 14th is The Death, Kevin Durant. The 13th is Stephen Curry, about the fact that Curry's rating is ahead of KD, which brought up a lot of discussions. Cause KD once got MVP, but Curry is also a NBA-style player. In the past, everyone imitated Michael Jordan, now everyone's imitating Curry's three-point shot. So we can see that Curry has an enormous impact in NBA, and that's why I feel quite okay to see Curry's ahead of KD. The 12th is Hakeem Olajuwon. And the 11th is Oscar Robertson. And now, we're officially getting to the top 10. The 10th is the center, who broke lots of hoops, Shaquille O'Neal. The 9th is our boss, Kobe Bryant. We must put they in our conversation at the same time, cause they got 3 champions in a row in 2000. Then Shaquille O'Neal went to Miami Heat to win another champion. After that, Kobe Bryant achieved another champion. And they're all in the top 10. So when we talk about the best duo of all time, we will definitely talk about them. The 8th is Tim Duncan, so GDP and the Admiral are all on the list. This result is such a great news to San Antonio Spurs and Greg Popovich. To be honest, I think Greg Popovich should be on that list too. The 7th is Larry Bird, the only one who got the MVP of the Year, NBA Coach of the Year award, and also Executive of the Year, these 3 achievements. And don't forget, he's the top 3 trash talker, so the 7th fits him very well. And then, our 6th is Wilton Norman Chamberlain, and the 5th is Magic Johnson. Even till now, Magic Johnson is still the best point guard. After all, he's 6'9" tall, he invented a whole different level of style. But his career is not that long, otherwise he would have more achievements. The 4th is the great Bill Russell, he's the greatest defensive player of all time. He had 11 champions in his career, he couldn't even fit all the rings on his fingers. So that means, he can choose which champion ring he wanna wear depending on his mood. The 3rd is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he is also the number 1 on the list of career totals. He had 6 champions in his career and 6 MVP. So when fans are talking about the best player of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar will also be on the table. Cause when it comes to the glory of career, he's not worse than Michael Jordan or LeBron James. The 2nd is definitely LeBron James. To be honest, it's still too early to talk about whether he's the best player of all time or not. Cause his career is still going. According to some media, LeBron James is always the 2nd. Let's put it in another way, what he needs to do right now is to prove that he's better than Michael Jordan. What we talk about here is not data things but the influence. I think everyone knows who's the number one here. That's right, it's Michael Jordan. This list is not only about the data, but also the influence to the fans. In the whole 90s, we can say that Michael Jordan is the only player who could influence the whole league. So when Michael Jordan announced his first and second retirement, everyone was looking for his successor. What they were afraid of, it would influence the commercial things and the TV ratings. So Michael Jordan was not only the MVP on the court, he was also the representation of the league. He got into championships 6 times, got 6 champions and 6 MVP. This is a legendary. So till now, no one can surpass him. And that's his influence. And also the key factor, to see if LeBron James can surpass him one day. About this list, in my opinion, I think the rating of Isaiah Thomas, Clyde Drexler, Dennis Rodman is a bit too behind. There are a lot of active players on this list, including Russell Westbrook III, LeBron James, and also Greek Freak, and they all have the MVP, so for me, I think the rating of AD is a bit ahead, but of course this is just what I think. And Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, and Vincent Lamar Carter are all on the list. These 4 people were such legend at that period of time. The top 3 3-point shot shooter are also on this list. They are Ray Gunn, Reggie Miller, and Curry. So this list is quite pretty, to be honest. It's all our memory. As for you, do you guys have any thought about this list? If you do, comment down below. Let's talk about NBA together.